So let's do the coolest part of this.
There you go.
All right. So she's got the coolest gi. It's like Raven's purple.
Oh yeah.
All right. So what? Okay. So here comes the granddaddy of the whole triggered offense thing. What you do is you think of the technique that you want to do. And then no matter what attack the fool throws, you do it. Okay? Now, you might think, that's crazy. And it's a little crazy. But here's the thing. There's this guy named Tony Blow who invented an entire system designed around this and made a couple of bucks off of it. He basically stole thrusting wedge and made this thing called the spear. And sold an entire thing based on it. So what you do is you pick a technique like, say, thrusting wedge, and an attack. It doesn't really matter what it is, okay? And then when she goes, oh, you do thrusting wedge, see? Okay, so I get hit a little bit. Now, if this was sparring, I would freak out, right? Oh, she got a point. But it's a street fight. I don't really care, because I just slammed her head back with this eye poke, and I get a little, oh, maybe I get a bruise or something, right? Whatever. Bang, bang! Oh, I get the finish. Woo, I run away. I'm the winner. Okay? The cool thing is, if she was throwing a kick, and I slammed her with thrusting wedge, her foot's going to go flying up in the air. Maybe she'll tag me a little bit, but she got no body. She got no body weight behind it. She's got no balance. She goes crashing to the ground. I go, oh well. And I take off, right? Any of you guys watch that big UFC fight this past weekend?
Anderson Silva and...
Yeah, okay, I couldn't afford that. But I got to watch the free prelims.
I didn't watch it.
She forbade her husband.
I'm like $60, forget it. You're not watching.
Yeah. Well, Baltimore was only $50, but still, it's too much money. But I watched the free prelims, and there was that scary-looking bald dude, and he got poked in the eyes really hard, and he was like screaming and whining, and oh God! And afterwards, he said he thought he got his eyes poked out. That was an accidental poke. Okay, and I'm teasing him a little bit. Eye pokes suck. Okay, and people are like, oh, big deal, poked in the eye. Dude, he had a giant bruise, a big cut, 2 super red eyes from a guy going, oops. If you like sprang back and jammed somebody as hard as you could, what do you think's going to happen? I mean, that was a guy going, sorry, oops, I was trying to kick you, and oops. You think about it, you took both hands, and you jumped in and slammed your fingers in, right? As they were coming forward on you trying to throw a kick. Yeah, right, he's like, oh, all right? So you think about the difference of what's going to happen there. Then that poke to the eye is going to be a finish. Yeah. Okay. Right, that dude in that fight who got poked accidentally thought he was going to lose his eye. He was talking to the doctor going, is my eye still in? Oh, really?
Yeah.
He said in the post-interview, he's like, I thought my eye was out. But I wanted to finish the fight. That's kind of crazy. I thought my eye was out. I'm done. You're like, yo, Dana, I want my check. I'm out. You know, maybe I'm just not meant to be a fighter, man. I don't know. But my point is, you know, an eye poke's a finish. You hit them in the eye, they're done. Okay? So you come in and bang, and they fall down. It's not like you got to run over and finish them. They're going to roll around on the ground. It's over. You go to your car, you get out your keys, you get in, you drive away. I mean, you go to the police station and you report the incident in a lawful manner. Because that's what you have to do.
If you run them over.
No, Baltimore you have to too. But in Baltimore, unless you killed them or you have crack on you, you're going to go home. So, all right, but here's what you got. Here's what I want you guys to do. Pick a technique, okay? A technique that you feel comfortable with. All right, don't pick thrusting wedge. All right? Well, because Tony Blowers. So pick a technique that you feel comfortable with. Don't all pick 5 swords. All right, I know you're Kenpo guys, but it doesn't mean you have to do 5 swords. Pick a technique that you like. Have your partner throw some different attacks, all right? So if you're going to do 5 swords, don't just throw right roundhouse punches. We know it works for that, okay? Pick some different ones. Pick a left roundhouse punch, pick a choke, pick a bear hug, pick some different stuff, and do the technique against those. Now, here's the other thing, though. When you're going to do it as a triggered offense as opposed to a Kenpo stock self-defense technique. Okay, throw just to give us an example. Throw the left, throw like a left punch. Okay, if I'm doing 5 swords for this. Okay, all right, the block might have helped here. All right, do it again. But if I step in with the chop right away, now the block. See, works better, right? Bang! I can go right to this. Ah, okay. If she steps in with a bear hug, right, and I do the block might be okay, be a hammer fist now. But if she does a bear hug, and I go straight to the chop, bang! Oh, see, now I can go into all this cool stuff instead. So if you're doing like a technique that has an initial block, it's probably a good idea to shave the block off, put that away somewhere until you're done doing the triggered offense part. Okay? You probably don't need it, especially since once you feel comfortable with this, you're not going to be telling your partner, your assaulter, what attack to throw. They're just going to be like, Okay? So try it that way. Stick with one technique till you feel really comfortable with it, and then, you know, if you want to play with a different one, play with a different one. Don't do Prancing the Tiger either. It won't work out too good. All right, look at that. Go. Yeah, you'd be like, oh, damn! Just kind of knocked you out there. That was pretty good.
You go up already.
Yeah, it's good if you do that first before she assaults you. Okay. So,
Okay, but is it the right punch to start? No, me. My starting strike.
The thing you have to do can't be like, so give me 2 gun. When she twitches, you bang! Tell me.
I'm just gonna come in. Am I coming left? Am I coming this way? Just go right. Yeah, I know.
Anyway, sorry, Pete. Now, what's your name of that earlier?
That's too much because. Alright, so if someone comes in, you want to do snap swings. Then you go the other side. It's the same thing. Like you don't have to do that. Do that.
Do that.
Alright, so same thing.
Sure. Yeah. You know that's why I had that whole whatever you want. You know? You think about an upper block, it's just a block. But because it's in this little sphere, if you make the sphere bigger,
I could go right in. Instead of having swing, just carry this.
you think about this block, it's not
I don't have to worry about that.
it can be a little bit bigger.
Right. So if I can just move that thing, you go right to him to get him off balance.
So like this chop to his neck, you usually finish him. But if he was to throw a punch, you tap him, you don't deflect his punch.
I'm going to do, I want to do that.
Kenpo's very tricky. Kenpo's not for...
I didn't just.
Kenpo's very
do the same thing every time.
Exactly. Here's your ingredients. What do you want to make?
I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
Alright, so go ahead.
I didn't think so.
I'm going to attack you with some. You're going to do this technique. It's just going to go through the block.
I have to come in and get to that. Okay, that would work.
I don't know, I was just trying to figure out. It's a good. First thing is call. 1, 2, step back. Instead of doing this, you're doing this. Or just instead of doing this.
Come on, come on, what's up there?
State your front.
Oh wait, that was too much weight on my face.
Sorry. The other thing we go straight into is, but then you're going to change the attack and you're still going to do the thing again. I suck at it.
Expecting that, but just have what you walk into what you're. Oh, it's not really, it's not just crazy. Oh, same spot. Right. I mean, so it's just going to be honest. Techniques in my bag. How you guys doing? Yeah, but I just did a super hard. I think you would have me too much.
Oh, I'm with you. I do. So if you tell her your mother wears combat boots, it's different.
You would have.
Yeah, well, no one believes me.
Instead of I'm not going to come around, I'm just spinning the wheel.
Still going to be a 2.
Finish it? No, that's it. No, I'm saying finish What I would also suggest.
I was doing it make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, like you come in on a front kick.
Don't pick it. She's saying.
It's a close combat kind of thing. On a front kick. Down. It depends on where my hands are.
Yes. Well,
Yeah, we can really just let
you're
you
talking about something.
Follow what I'm saying? So like if I come in, the point is that we do it. Ready. Like that. So if you come in on a front kick,
I have no idea. What would that
I'm not saying you just do that, but it's a technique. It kind of goes back to what Mr.
Or you can just go in. Or bear hug. Bear hug.
The first part.
You don't want to go.
Then you walk in front.
Yeah. But you know what?
Think of,
You step in, you step around. You guys need to. Ooh.
What, if he's towing a punch?
Upper body again. The way I would.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell it's for, because there's gonna be like 4 or 5 different things.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you know that you need, no matter what the movie is going to be, it's going to be like that.
Oh, I know.
Do not make me fall. I'll be here. Oh, leaning out this way. I mean, if you kick my leg out this way, I'm here. Yeah, then I'm here. I'm falling far away. Okay.
That's what Dad comes up
Thanks. Nice. Nice, that's okay.
Should I do it to you?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
You know something no matter what you do. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm not.
it's the opposite arm, that's fine. I wasn't ready for that.
I just want to like, what's the thing of technique?
Just go right in.
What I want to do is like as soon as they move, I just want to like blast them with a kick. Like I can't do it from
But the street fight, maybe not that
Well, I was thinking trying to work triggers. I enjoy it. Like I like that break things.
I'll do that. Hey, we're just.
I don't know, we might be checking each other. Why not?
Right in at the same time.
And that would be the intention. I would do it.
One more.
I like this one more.
I understand.
I mean, I love that one. I like this one. I like this one.
Yeah, I do.
So do something.
I like a rolling, rolling twist. Yes, they can already clear the points.
I'm helping you.
No matter what you do, I'm just going to hit the space and go.
Don't think. Just move.
But it's tough. We found out it's tough.
There's your good technique. That's my point.
Train yourself. Like I get in the ring and I throw it. I spark someone or leave them alone.
I'm coming in, go ahead, bam! That's your go-to.
But if you said the other thing, I gotta go with the flash pace.
Am I ready? Go.
Like this. Once I turn them, I can't do the rest of them.
One of the two things that I was going to do no matter what.
So you can't do that.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know if this is.
You might think you never leave around.
Oh, yeah. You're saying versus.
Oh, no.
Unless you're on the ground.
No, but, I mean, the number one scientifically
We done? Let's go again.
and the second most common is like the right straight. Overhand. So you got like this, and then you go and then the next most popular big back is big old front kick. That's from watching you. It's got a little bit of a hook to it because they've been watching. This is how you do it.
So that's your go-to.
It's really stupid, but it's a kick. So you gotta do something. But if you like brought your knee up, you lost your toes, you go stupid.
That's your go-to.
All right, what do you want, Press? How long you guys been training?
What are you thinking? I watch. I know.
Pick different ones. I expect a little bit of base and then I'll do it.
Every single time.
So let's do the base technique.
Ready? Good. Ready?
You take out your base.
Ready? So my hands are not in play.
I do the same thing.
Forget about that. Stop. Same thing. Good. Ready?
have the team. Like,
The chance like
even your, if you push the head back, you can roll.
That's your good.
So you guys are going to make sure
You spin it.
You might like a little flare of this. That's not good.
You're pushing right-handed to your face.
Let me see.
You're not gonna just kick the chance. You don't want that, especially once it goes wrong, get like two or three.
That was almost like a gimmick to trigger. Wings. All right, let's see what you got. Do you guys have something? No. You guys have a there you go.
Once. Or even clap your ears. If somebody did this, that's
You don't gotta say so.
it just
Yeah, that makes sense. So he throws.
How you guys doing? Sounds like wins. That sounds like 3 wins.
I want to really do that.
Tore that Achilles.
I did. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. So if you come to strike, then
so it's still very.
I did stop first.
and that's what I was doing. But afterwards, I would do a stop kick.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Stop kick.
Yeah, I should have deflected the arrow.
So I'm just. Just make sure I'm sideways. You got maybe a hand, you know, where you can push wide, something like that. But I'm excited. I had to watch Knockout and Nintendo.
What was that?
Sort of.
Don't Einstein, yo!
Don't say.
See, I went for a different technique. Because I went for that, and you got it.
Is it Baltimore upper army? Our murders are might be a little higher than you.
Party wings.
Party wings, fuck.
Nice.
People are
So explain this part. This part.
You're close to
Stop here.
Yeah, when they're in the alley, you're like, to my side, put like a dime.
It's just there.
Maybe like a.
So if I'm sorry to have all the Yes. So you got stop, chop, pop.
That would be a bad day.
That's what
I was just asking him.
All right, I'll check you. Actually, one more time.
I was just doing the base one.
All right, please.
Sir.
Sorry, I mean to.
No, that's cool.
Mr. John.
Mr. Dave's about doing. All right, so thank you all for coming. I hope you learned something. And if you didn't, blame Mr. See me after class. Close. Thank you all. Have a good night.